long? A whole week?
God, that music makes my ears orgasm.
All right.
Previously last week on Cock Die, New York is no joke. Hard, frosty city where the only thing colder are than the weather are the apathetic shoulders of its inhabitants. The familiar, huh? Damn it.
Start over.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Take two.
Grittiness? Yeah, the familiar grittiness of the city leaks through the dawn, blinding your office. Oh, the drawn blinds of your office as the rocks in your whiskey glass clink as you sip the cheap brew down. Oh no, that's not gonna work.
Soundtrack.
Gonna have to do. There it is. Business has been rough since the recent economic collapse. But you can't remember when that casino wasn't imploding. Problem that the demolition teams had a golden parachute while the rubble rained down on the rabble below. You sit watching the unusual warm night, monitoring the wildlife in the few bright spots of this beautiful city here. Sitting, drinking under the slow turning of your ceiling fan, you hear the phone ring. This is the office of Mr. Francis Bergosi, Private Eye, Jefferson III.
That would be bourgeois, Mr. DM.
Bourgeois?
Bourgeois.
I don't know how
Yes,
the bourgeois
indeed.
is spelled.
That is perfectly fine, sir. Hello. This is Mr. Jefferson. Can I ask who's calling?
Hang on, let me cue the sound effects. Just introduce your character, where a little bit about how he looks,
Gotcha.
backstory.
Well, oh hi. I didn't see you come in there. My name is Mr. Francis Bourgeois Jefferson III. I am what they refer to as a bit of a problem solver. People come to me when they need something taken care of, and I find a solution to their problem. That said, times are tough. Apparently, I'm poor again. All of my hard work, well, not all the hard work of being rich in the last campaign has left me destitute now.
Ain't that a
As
bitch?
destitute as my accent is thick.
Ain't that how it happens? Bane ambivicious. Why do we even practice shit? Would you please introduce your character?
Bane Ambervious. God, I'm worried about accidentally slipping in the southern accents with how thick. Just
Yes, well, that might be a problem.
alrighty. God, there it is.
Everyone turns into a fucking cowboy.
Yeah. Bane Ambervious is a biochemist, but he lives a double life as a gambler. He enjoys like really nice alcohols every now and then, but he's very partial to sweets as well. Think of him as like sort of a playboy type character. For your convenience, I will post his token in the art channel if you would redirect your gazes there for a little bit.
Yeah, darn tootin'. We'll get right in there.
Goddamn, I don't want to be stuck in a southern accent. It's so easy for me to slip into that. Like such a comfortable accent.
And finally, Little Horse.
I am Mr. Lloyd Horse. Sorry, I am Mr. Lloyd Sauer. I am a traveling pharmacist of sorts, and I help people who need access to medications such as heroin or Lonidum and other things. I do this on the road to satisfy my travels.
I think that's going to be everyone who's getting here tonight. Doctor Who always letting me down.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Permanently wounding me.
Ah!
But yeah, pictures and art.
Yeah, I don't have a picture, but I mean, let's be honest. It's just the guy from Knives Out. I'm just playing Bond with a southern accent.
God, it's such a nice southern accent too. Like, just go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
That.
Indeed.
You guys sit in the office, the dimly lit office, admiring each other's southern accents when you all hear someone's on the phone.
Well, I guess I will get that phone then.
You're off.
Touche. Wookie, I pick up the phone.
My
hello.
friend. Is that you, Mr. Francis?
I beg your pardon. I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage. May I ask who's calling?
This is Jackson Elias. I need your help. I seem to be followed by some rather rough customers, and I've been out here in town, and I know you're the man to call.
Well, Jackson, you know I owe you that favor. Where are you?
Come to the Hotel Chelsea, room 410, and don't delay. I know they're closing in on me fast. Has something to do with... Yeah, I don't want to spread rumors, anything over the phone. They're probably listening in on us right now.
How incredibly paranoid of you. I will be right there, Elias. Don't you
understand.
Don't you work yourself up.
The tendrils of this plot stretch out over the entire world, man. Don't lose any haste. Make a straight line for this location. What I have to tell you is of global importance.
Well, cryptic Elias, but I am on my way. We'll see you shortly, sir. And yeah. Fucking Frank, he grabs his coat and his hat and he runs out the door. In a dignified fashion, naturally.
You all follow?
Oh, Asheril, a little horsed. A friend of mine gave me a call. Apparently he needs a little bit of help. You two want to accompany me uptown?
I will accompany. What sort of trouble do you think this is?
It's a good question. Hopefully the kind of trouble that involves us receiving a bit of pay. So the lights here are not going to stay on by themselves.
For
From
pay,
what I remember, my friend Elias, he was a man of some means. So perhaps whatever trouble he's in can translate into us receiving some duly deserved salaries.
a small amount of additional coin would be just fine with me. I will join you.
Playboy, you want to come too?
God damn it. Of course, yeah, I'll go.
Well, darn tootin'. All right, let's make haste then. My friend sounded quite agitated.
You guys make your way out into the hot night.
New York City?
New York, the bright lights of Broadway, the flashing neon signs of Times Square, the potent symbol of the new life in the Statue of Liberty, the steamy nightclubs of Harlem, and the antics of the bootleggers brought about through Prohibition. Such is the heady and intoxicating mix into which you guys find yourselves thrown out into. For all the glitz and glamour of the roaring 20s, the city is sleazy, dark, and the underbelly is quite bad with the downtrodden and the dispossessed, where they struggle to survive. Everyone still clings, however, to the American dream.
Who's gonna tell him the American dream is dead?
Not I.
You do notice there's a couple guys standing up on soapboxes, handing out flyers, and you look at it and it says socialism.
Oh, that sounds cool. I'm gonna take a flyer.
Yeah, take one of these. This is the socialist global revolution. We're gonna bring back the power to the workers.
Frank spits on the ground. You goddamn commies.
Just at that time, 6 Nazis come over, pull that guy off the soapbox, and then beat him to death right in front of you guys.
Well, that's a bit harsh. Gentlemen,
Nah, take that, Nazi! Yeah! Stop, stop!
That's very hypocritical.
yes, between the commies and the socialists and these fascists, this city is sure going to hell in a handbasket. We don't have time for this. Nazis, kick that man to death over there out of our way. We are in a hurry.
They pick the guy up who's like bleeding heavily and struggling vainly, and they go and take him around the corner and beat him up in the corner.
God. I'm sorry, Jonathan's accent reminds me of that guy from Django, who was like
Hawaii, okay?
Which one?
the one who they call like Big Daddy, like the
Leonardo
guy who
DiCaprio?
no, that's a different dude.
It's been a
But
while.
like
I
the
can
guy
tell you.
before that, the guy in the all white suit, the first guy they met when they killed off the 3 brothers.
It's been a while. I'll have to watch it again just for
been a while.
It's been a
Yeah.
while. Had a southern accent. All
Oh
right.
no.
So you guys continue walking all the way there, pick up a car maybe?
Yes, I am actually not that proficient in auto driving. Drive auto. Look at that. I forgot. I did not put points into that. Would one of the two of you like to drive?
Does operate heavy machine count?
I mean, at the time,
Only-
probably.
Yeah, only in the most strictest definition.
Why not take a taxi?
If you're paying.
Why?
Taxi.
Surely our the man who's summoning us will cover the taxi fee.
That is an excellent idea. Taxi!
You guys all pile into a taxi, which takes you the rest of the way there. At a reasonable price. Exiting out in front of the Chelsea Hotel, you all glance up. It's looks like to be a pretty reasonable establishment. Clean, tidy, but still very working man's establishment.
I posted the picture of him in art.
Yeah, I can see that.
That dude.
So, how do you want to proceed? You guys are standing on the street in front of this pretty nice hotel. Call it like a fancy Four Seasons kind of place.
Gotcha. Okay. Frank walks inside.
I will follow.
I guess I gotta go.
Come on. Giddy up, cowboys. I don't think I would ever say that. It's time for us to go.
All right, you guys walk in inside.
Oh shit! What was outside that Wookiee wanted us to find? Oh no!
There was
Oh no!
nothing.
It's too late.
I'm just
Ah!
stating that you guys walked inside, and you see in front of you there is a receptionist who nods at you as you approach.
I want to hit on the receptionist.
Oh, of course you do.
He sits there at the front desk, writing in a book.
Gonna saunter over there, put my arm on the countertop, and just kind of lean over and be like, "Hey."
He doesn't immediately look up. He greets you and continues writing the book, finishes what he's doing. Then putting his glasses on, he looks at you, and then he does like a double take. He's like, "Oh, my goodness, hello, I didn't realize. Welcome to the Hotel Chelsea. How can we help you?"
That's more like, "How can I help you? You
No,
busy?"
goodness. No, I have all the time in the world. How can I, what? I'm going to be of assistance. What do you propose? I'm so confused. Please elaborate.
Oh my goodness! Could you kindly find the room key for us, Asher?
Oh, yeah, I guess we do need the room key.
Yes, you can always come back and fuck this gentleman later.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my.
Bane's gonna ask for the room key, and when he receives it, he's just gonna slip his number as a trade-off.
You would see him like fold it 3 or 4 times and very carefully put it from like one pocket to the next. Oh goodness, okay, here you go, room key 410. I do know that Jackson was expecting some people. You must be those friends. There you go.
Nice.
Much obliged.
All right, you guys make it up to the hallway, no problem, and find yourselves walking down a hallway to the end room on the right. I'll put you guys on the correct map here. As you guys get to the top of the stairs and walk down the hallway, it does that fun zoom effect that happens to me every time I get into a very straight place.
Well, the music is certainly foreboding.
You all arrive at room 410.
All right, Frank. I knock on the door. Knock, knock. Elias, are you inside?
No response. Second or two pass.
Elias, open the door, Elias.
No one answers your call.
Well, this is disconcerting. What do the two of you think? Should we just leave?
I mean, we have the room key.
Well, shit. Open that door then.
Fane's gonna open the door.
A
You
million
do?
snakes pop out and they eat us. Oh no!
You do find the door is locked. You try to enter and you find it locked, so you put the key in. Unlocking the door, you try to push it open. Doesn't move.
Does it feel like there's something in front of the door?
You give it a pretty good jiggle, and you notice that there is something piled up on the other side of the door, propped against it.
Can I try to push it out of the way?
I think I'm gonna need a strength check.
Oh, dang. The one thing I'm not good at. I'm too weak.
Little horse, I don't think we ever established if the little in your name was ironic or not.
Oh
you
no,
think you could force your way through that door?
I can certainly try. I'm a mere 5'1", 51-year-old man, so I'll give it a shot.
Gotcha. So not ironic.
Well,
And I fail. Enough of the silliness. So I start banging on the door, yelling, like, come to your door. Enough of your nonsense. I'm old. I get to do that.
So with the combined efforts, finally, after Little Horse banging and rustling, a lot of the furniture piled up on the other side of the door falls down. Mr. Francis, you barge through the door successfully and behold a mess of a room. There's scattered furniture, the lamps have been knocked over and shattered. You see that the room to the back door is, not the back door, the room to the bedroom is shut.
All right. Does it feel like there's someone in here? Can I, is there some way for me to detect if I feel
Spot
like
hidden
there's-
check.
Yeah.
figures.
Well, shit. Couldn't have done worse.
Nobody in here. You just it's clear.
Sure where I am. Where are we again? I can't see anything. I got some
There you go.
I think I got a splinter.
Sucks.
I muted myself. Hi.
Oof.
There, we can hear you.
Hello.
Who is that?
30 minutes late.
Oh, it's Dark God.
Dark God, yes. I was reading some manga, and I was like, I'll wait for you guys. And then I end up reading too long.
Yeah, I got a regular success with some real sucky spots.
Dr.
That's-
Bane, you look outside the window on the fire escape. There is someone out there.
Oof.
Yeah, gross.
Alrighty. I'm gonna walk over there. Look out there.
Yeah. Francis sees Bane look off that way and pulls out his pistol.
Francis?
All right, you pull out a pistol.
We get new characters?
Indeed,
Yep,
Doc.
new characters, bud.
Wow.
It's been a while.
So yeah, Frank pulls his pistol and he follows. God, his name's it's gonna take me a little while. Follows someone.
Doctor
Follows Ash.
Ash Ketchum.
All right, I think I got all you guys on the map except for nope. Yeah, you're here too. So Amber, oh, I'm sorry, that's gonna take me a second. Dr.
No.
Payne,
Go ahead.
outside on the fire escape, you do see someone. You cross the room and get directly in front of the window.
Yep.
You watch him run down the stairs, down the fire escape stairs.
Well, guess I gotta give chase, huh?
Holy
He's
shit!
pounding down this metal staircase. You jump through the window and are right on top of him. Go ahead and give me... What do you think would be appropriate? Maybe like athletics or mixing up
Dex.
systems here.
Dex.
I'd accept like a climb roll if you have any specialization, but yeah, a flat dex roll would be acceptable.
Oof.
Roll a kung fu.
Oh,
roll.
Jesus Christ.
What happened? You got a success. What do you mean?
I thought it was gonna be so much worse. I'm so scared of the low stats that I have.
All
You're
right,
fine.
the chase
It's
is
not like
afoot.
any of us are gods. You must have like really good luck though. Holy shit, I have bad one.
I'll say you close right into him, right into 5 feet of him. He jumps down on the ground and you pretty much land right next to him.
Knee him in the side.
All right, Doctor Who, Mr. Francis, and Little Horse, you guys see your dear friend, Dr. Bane, leap out the window and a running start. She's already off the map. He is.
Well, she'll be fine. I'm sure. Is there any? Can you describe the room to me since I missed it?
Looks like Little Horse just made his way back into the bedroom.
I'm taking the opportunity to explore this fascinating, filthy apartment.
You open up the door to the bedroom and you see your dear friend Jackson Elias gutted, his intestines ripped out and spread all over the walls. 2 cultists stand there, making their way, climbing out the window.
Wait, there's no thing. They're gonna jump to their death.
I mean, do you want to stop them? Let
Oh,
them
we
go.
are most
Keep
certainly going
Go out the window.
Gentlemen, you
Yeah,
are not
no,
moving
yeah.
one more muscle.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Do I still have my cube and my trident? I hope I have my cube at least.
Do I
Please
still
tell
have
me I
my
have my cube.
gravity gun?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my gravity gun and grab them and shoot them shoot them back through the window.
I'll allow you to use your gravity gun on one of them. Go ahead and make an intelligence roll.
Yes, sir. Intelligence. No! Oh my god. Can't push it! Can this be pushed?
Yes.
I'm doing it. Oh, I'm dead!
You look across the alleyway and you see the head of a woman just explode, blood all over the windows.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna put it back in my pocket. It's like, you know what? Maybe this is only for demon gods. Maybe. Wait.
Doc, have you been drinking again?
Wait. Have I not been drinking? Is what the answer should be.
I'm gonna need you to kindly
If
stop killing innocent civilians.
Yeah, it's only a way. Well, I don't know that was me. Anyways, let's
My poor ears.
You know what? I'm gonna check the seat cushions and see if there's anything hidden. Because you would always drop things in the cushion. A
Go ahead and
knife,
roll.
condoms,
Mr. Francis
some money.
Jefferson.
Well,
What are you doing?
I was jumping out the window for the other guy.
An
That's a
ancient
bullshit.
relic of unknown origins.
Give me a
Frank-
dice roll.
Frank-
Hidden. Nope, never mind. I find a used condom.
I need to do 2 more dex rolls myself. All right.
Question: Does wait, what is Amber's character name?
Dr. Bane Ambervious.
Does Dr. Bane Burgers see the woman's head getting popped off?
You're not Asher. You're not Asher Will. You're someone completely different. Okay. You're Dr. Bane? My apologies. I've been calling you this other character the entire time.
It's on my rolls.
Bell
All right.
car.
Mr. Francis Bug.
See that. You can call me Frank. I consider the two of us familiar enough, Mr. DM.
Thank you, Frank. You jump out. You get a success compared to the other two. They rolled successes as well. And one of them has a higher dexterity than you. So you leap down. You see Dr. Bane and one cultist in the lead of you by about 30 feet. And these other 2 guys land around you. One behind you, one in front of you. I'll get you guys.
I still have my gun in my hand, and I intend to shoot one of these gentlemen in the chest.
You're in range. I like it. Doctor.
Nice.
We'll roll up initiative in a second. I'll go ahead and give you that shot, though. Doctor.
I apologize. I got a little my trigger finger.
And Little Horse. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna climb over. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out the door. And then I'm gonna go down the path, down the stairs. Oh no! I'm gonna take the elevator and take it to the bottom, and meet them on the other, and then meet them around.
I'm going to continue to inspect. I'm going to look at the body for a while. Nothing gross. I'm just gonna, poke at it.
And touch it and make it feel sexy.
Well, okay.
Doctor Who?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out the door.
Dexterity check as you try and run down the elevator and beat him around the side.
Alright. Dex, baby. Dex, go! Holy shit. We're gonna get that when I was doing the gravity gun.
I'll say it was so successfully, you're able to circle around and you're going to get ahead of them.
Nice. I find what getting rid of a trident is at the cost of having the cube. Can't have too many overpowered things. That wouldn't be fair or fun. At least this thing has a chance of killing me.
Alright, Dr. Bane would be right on top of them. One would be in front of you, one would be behind you. Alright, I think that looks good to me. It's a cold, snowy night in New York, and this littered alleyway is full of boxes covered with snow. I'm gonna need a successful climb roll or a jump roll to get over these snow-covered boxes.
Which one are the bad guys? The two next to the other.
Give me a strength or a jump roll to get over those boxes, or just barge through them. What was your question?
Is there any trash, like those big trash cans, metal trash? The ones metal trash cans, the big ones. Can I use the gravity ward to like block off a path, like say, where Doctor Who's at, like right, say like right here, like a path right here, like drop one of these things over here, over here.
Yeah, go and give me an intelligence roll. Make a wall out of the garbage cans with gravity. And then I will need from Dr. Bane and Frank, please give me a strength. If you're just going to barge through these snow boxes, or are you going to jump over them? Nice. You smash them aside, no problem.
Do you accept Dex in place of jump?
No.
Alrighty.
I'll accept the dex roll.
Oh, nice.
Just able to get up over it. You guys clear the boxes, no problem. Jonathan, I'll say that you're able to catch this guy. You get within range of him.
Mighty generous of you. Please
You get in range of him, and there is now a... How'd Doctor Who roll?
I got a success.
All right, there's now successful. There is now a ball of snow and metal trash at the end of this alleyway here. It's going to be a burden to get over. There's a wall.
Halt! Stop! I am yelling at the guy as the trash like slams into the ground, blocking his path. Hopefully scaring the shit out of him.
All right, guy in front is going to successfully leap over.
Oh, since he's sleeping over, can I take a chances of opportunity and sock him in his stomach when he comes to my way?
I'll allow it. I'll say this guy gets over. I'll also give an attack to Dr. Bane.
Full strength, activate. Blizzard arms.
Would brawl be an acceptable roll?
Yes. Frank, you're also going to get you're as well going to be getting an attack on this guy right here. He did get his jump roll over this wall of trash and snow. So he's making progress, getting away from you guys.
Well, hopefully not for much longer.
Can I brawl 2 feet?
I have damage hooked up to the gun yet. So we used that earlier. So we'll get shoot again. He's close enough now that Frank attempted to shoot him in the leg.
You're muffled again.
What are you doing to yourself, sir?
He's sexually asphyxiating himself while he plays. He's Jeffrey tubing in us right now.
I thought so.
Oh no.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Good. I shot him in the leg. Well,
Holy shit.
I'm not trying to kill him or really hurt him even so much as make it so he can't run away. Incapacitate him.
All right, go ahead and roll up some pistol damage.
I don't know what that means.
He does a critical and I have to go save it. So are our characters friends or random strangers that meet up? Jim?
Sorry, I'm just looking up fucking pistol real quick. My apologies.
It's okay.
Let's say he's got a revolver. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if that counts then. I shot him earlier with the thingy. I gotta change the skill, actually. Hold on.
What kind of
You're
pistol
already
do you
hit.
have?
So it's just you gotta get the damage roll. Like it already
Yeah.
hit. You see the damage.
Yeah, so you did 10 damage right there.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of pistols that do a D10, anything from a 38, 9mm revolver, up to a 41, a 44. Oh no, that doesn't.
Yeah, I
do
gave
damage.
myself a 45 revolver. I apologize.
Nice. No, I like it. So a 44 revolver, 44 Magnum revolver, or a 44 revolver are two different things. Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a Magnum, just normal revolver.
All right, that's 1d10 plus 2. A Magnum revolver is a 1d10 plus a 1d4 plus 2.
Should've got the Magnum.
Is this
Is
Dirty
it?
Harry?
Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
at a different one. Mine says it's 2d6 plus 2 for the 44 Magnum revolver. But fuck only knows what I'm looking at.
So I'm looking at the handguns and the core. And there doesn't seem to be anything with a 2d6 modifier. A 2d6
Yeah, that's what I
modifier would on average roll higher than 1d10.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I mean I googled it. Lord knows what I'm looking at here, so that's fine. Again, it did 10 damage. We can play around with roll 20 later. And
No,
open up
I'm
the
sure
skills
it's fine.
correctly.
Roll20 is a computer. I trust computers impressively. Intrinsically.
Intrinsically, completely and totally.
Yeah, they would never lie to us. Just like the internet lies to you.
I'm looking for his HP. 1 second.
Alright, take your time.
Gotcha. All right, I got it hooked up correctly now.
Nice.
So again, the point here is not to kill this man. It's just to shoot him in the leg, keep him from.
You blow his leg clean off, and you
So
see
you're gonna take the 10 instead of the 7?
Oh shit!
all the blood loss is pretty fatal. You can tell immediately he's dead, man.
Well. Whoops.
Today I don't have a doctor.
Oopsies.
Lands on the other side of the wall of garbage and snow in a bloody pile, dying. And then he's dead.
We still got 2 more to go. No worry, you're fine.
Yes. Make sure we keep one of them alive.
So I successfully hit the guy? Yes, nice.
Did you? Did you shoot him?
Yeah. No, I socked the guy, remember?
The brawl roll.
I got like 6.
Do you know what your base damage is? It's like a D4.
D4? I'm like super strong, so I guess, yeah. I don't know. I'll go with D4, that's fine.
You should have a brawl button in there.
Oh, I should? Oh, give me a second.
We'll do this after
Brawl.
the game, but you are super strong. I know you get a modifier for that.
Oh, shit. I do got bra. You got
All
extreme success.
We'll double that up. Yeah, you claw this guy right in his guts. He starts bleeding out, but he's still going.
Oh, well, now we can follow the trail of blood.
Dr. Payne?
Yep.
You pass by Doctor Who, hot on this cultist tail. What are you doing?
Well, this one's still alive, right?
Alive and bleeding heavily.
I'm sure he can handle it on his own.
Fair enough. You turn back and you do see Frank being bared down on by one more cultist. It looks like he's got some kind of machete in his hand.
Okay, is there like a pipe somewhere, like a heavy-looking,
I did break
object,
up. I did break up a trash can. There might be some shards like you can use as a sharp knife.
You find a beaten stick. Yeah, you find a good metal heavy beaten stick.
Alright, I'm
Or
gonna
a
hit
shiv.
him with it. Yeah, I don't know how far that is. But yeah, if I can just run up to him and hit him over the head with it.
All right,
Yeah.
give me a brawl roll.
Oof. I think I got lucky the first time.
Yes,
Ooh.
you did. Wow.
Can I actually? Can I push that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Never mind.
You swing,
my
he
God.
ducks, and you slip on the ice and land on your butt.
God dang it.
You look silly and everybody laughs.
I
Even the
tried
people
my
that are
best.
running away.
I'll die here.
The campaign ends right now. Everyone dies.
Yeah.
All right, Frank, I'll give you another attack. This guy is going to try and run past Dr. Bane. Make a leap over this trash pile of snow.
Yeah, that's success.
Hard success.
As he jumps over me, can I just try to grab him?
Unfortunately,
no,
in your
because it
position
looks-
on the ground, he's able to skirt around you.
Alright. I'll continue to be discombobulated.
I'm sorry, it's hard to grab at someone as they're trying to run away when you're prone.
Hurting. Yeah, and he also like fell on your butt, so you have to like rub it a few times.
Oh no, you misunderstand. I am double cheeked up on the Thursday afternoon. This is nothing. Hello.
Alright, Frank, what are you doing? Your core is getting away.
Yeah, I'm chasing after him. Oh, how far is he?
He's making a leap over the trash snow wall. Go ahead and make a dexterity.
No,
roll,
come here,
roll.
sir. Get the hell back here.
Want to push that with one of your luck?
I'll push it with one of my luck.
Alright, he's able to get away from you. Make a little distance. What's your move?
Well, it gave me just another thought. This time, Frank's attempting not to shoot the guy, but rather just fucking hit him with the gun. We need answers. He wants to catch one.
Backhand him.
He's afraid he's gonna blast his leg off again.
Because of his roll? Okay, you're actually shooting him, or you're trying to...
Backhand him, I think.
All
yeah, I was
right.
thinking he'd try to hit him if he's close enough. If not, I guess he'll just keep chasing him. Stay as hot on his heels as he can. Maybe throw something at him. They're like
Throw the gun.
garbage. Can I throw like a trash can lid or something at him?
Do a Captain
Oh!
America shield, throw a trash can through the air like a
Fuck
frisbee?
yes.
And then you catch it. Oh heck
Stop
yeah.
you, hooligan. Stop, hooligan.
Give me a strength roll.
I can't say hooligan. Doesn't work.
Nice.
Ah!
Our success.
You hit him right in the back of the knees. He goes sprawling in the snow, landing on his face. He does one of those things where he does a pile up of snow all around him, and he's in the like fetal position on his face.
You're in trouble now, boy.
Boy.
And then you two get around the corner. I'll say, Doctor Who, you're right in between these two maps. I'm gonna get Dr. Bane and this last cultist, which is trying to get away. He's got a lot of move, he's got a lot of dexterity.
Where's the last cultist on the map?
A little bit past me.
Music. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys have successfully knocked out one cultist, sent him sprawling. One of them is up ahead and making a beeline towards an old Hudson Black.
Oh, I have a very warp idea. May I say it? Can I use the guy who's bleeding to death, grab him with the cube, and shoot him straight at the guy who's trying to run away? He's bleeding. Oh no. Like he's running towards the...
Make an intelligence roll. You love this gravity gun of yours.
I yes, I do. Man. It's the first gift you ever gave me. How can I not?
So you grab the guy and smash him directly into the wall next to you. He's still out cold.
Nice! Wait. Yeah. Which one am I grabbing? I thought I was grabbing the guy on the ground to launch at the other guy.
Right, you did, and you launched him directly to the wall behind you. Wrong way.
Oh. Wow. Oh, that was a worth a try. This is why you don't mess with the doctor!
Dr. Bane, you see this guy pile into this car. Engine still running. He's going to try and, like, do a skid and try and escape. I'll give you one roll. What are you doing?
Shoot him.
I don't have a gun. How far?
Combo attack.
Away from you, you call it about 40, 60 feet.
He looks like he's gonna try to drive away, right?
Yep, he just got in this waiting hot car and he's trying to get away.
I don't think we have to chase him though, because he's badly injured. He's gonna have to go to a hospital. And the way damage I'm guessing from my claws, we probably can find him. Like the damage, if we use like a police support and everything.
Can I take his
Call all the hospitals. Oh what? What?
I don't know what's good at it, but can I take the license plate of that car?
Give me a spot hidden check.
Oof. Oh.
Yeah, you saw it. You saw his face too, probably.
Your eyes come into focus, sharpen for a moment. You see the license plate. NY7L. November Yankee 7 Lima.
Do we have to write this down?
I got
Only
it.
if you want to solve the mystery. But, you know, mysteries don't need solving. Some mysteries are just left alone. Just let it go, alright? You don't want to get involved with that. That's a little too dangerous.
NY,
no.
New York 7 Lima.
So one more time, what was that?
Nice. I'm guessing the other guy's dead.
What was the license plate one more time? I apologize, Wookie.
NY7L.
And just as you make out the license plate, it speeds off into the night, disappearing around the corner.
Where is our other guy? Oh, is that let me go. I'm gonna go rush to the guy, slam into the wall, and see if he's still alive or dead. And if he is dead yet, I'm gonna do some medicine on him to make sure he doesn't die right away.
Give me a medicine roll.
This Wait, what?
Medicine. You must do the medicine roll to medicine people. Doctor. You patch him up. He seen better days. He got smashed into the wall pretty good. You see the symbol of the bricks, like the pattern in his forehead?
Yeah.
But you stop the bleeding, or else he would have died for sure. Would have bled out, but you stop the bleeding, stem it, stabilize him.
I'm gonna take any weapon that that's on his body and check his pockets just in case. Make sure he doesn't have anything hidden. Don't need him stabbing in the back.
You find a number of Joker-like knives. They're all throughout his body. There's a bunch of hidden knives, but his main go-to machete-like weapon is this nasty-looking blade about 3 feet long. Only thing else out of the ordinary is this guy has he's got a headband on, and in the middle of his forehead.
Oh my god, what? He has a headband on? Oh, Wookie, how didn't you start with that? Shit. I figured it all out. I know the mystery. He's got a headband on. Look at him.
Wait, so then he's like,
No, I'm just
like working out?
I apologize. I'll stop talking.
Oh no, it was a piece.
I'm thinking to myself, like, he's got a Kurishi Rohan, like a headband.
There's like a special symbol. Does he have like a long mustache, like a long, like the very ancient Chinese warrior mustache?
You tilt his head back, and you see that the headband on the middle of his forehead has a human tongue, stapled and bound to the top of his head.
Well,
can I open? I'm gonna open his mouth.
Seems like a normal mouth. He has his own tongue.
Oh, okay. All right. And I'm gonna tie him. Oh wait, is there anything to tie him with? Oh wait, there is. I'm gonna grab the machete and cut his cloak up and use it to tie him up.
All right, go ahead and give me a tie him up roll. Give me a strength roll. Not sure what to ask for.
Well, that's
I fail.
Like dust off and make my way back up to the cell to thoroughly search the room.
I failed, sir. I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
You kind of wrap the coat tails, the arms of the coat around the guy a couple times and then tie him in a bow.
Yeah, that works. I think that would work.
Dr. Bain, I understand you go ahead and make your way back to the Hotel Chelsea, winking at the front receptionist who gives you the nod, and you are not stopped. You make it back up to the room 410, and it is in a mess.
I'll just start looking everything over, turning stuff around,
All right.
looking
Sorry,
inside.
guys, be right back.
What?
Little Horse, what are you doing? You guys, Doctor Who, you guys have successfully subdued one of the cultists on the street.
I'm gonna take him back to the apartment. I'm gonna go through the stairs. Yeah, we're gonna go up the stairs. The what do you call it? The escape route they use, if we can, since we don't want to scare. Yeah, we don't want to scare the host and get the cops called on us.
So Little Horst is up in the apartment, giving it a thorough goings over. He's had plenty of time to rifle through pretty much everything private.
I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
No problem. I will say,
Horst.
Doctor Who.
Horst, what have you found here? What is going on?
Wonderful question. What have I found here?
Little Horse, after a while, Frank and Dr. Bane rejoin you in the room as Doctor Who lugs up one of the cultists on his back, who is still unconscious. You find a number of interesting things in this room, besides the dead body of your friend.
Yes, Mr. Elias.
Bleeding out continues to seep through the bed that he lies on. Look of horror on his face, as if he was being muffled and robbed of breath until his final moments. You find a picture of a big boat. You also find some interesting letters to his personal effect. You can tell that some of these, well, we'll loosely call them research materials of Dr. Elias here. Obviously, he was onto something. Well, you might be just pulling at strings, tying red strings from things that don't make any sense. A lot of the notes look like madness, and some of it you can tell has been intentionally taken. At this point, I'll go ahead and put in the resources, what you guys find, but you do find quite a few letters. Some interesting cards. Find a Ben Hugh Foundation card, and you also find a card for Emerson Imports.
So Horst points everyone to these things that he's found, and he's like, "Hey, look at this trash that I found."
Strange. I wonder what was Elias doing with all of these things? And why did it get him killed?
At this point, you guys start hearing some activity outside on the street. Apparently, a couple of the cops have been called, and they found the body of the cultist that you shot to death on the outside.
Well, in my defense, he was asking for it. That said, they're still outside, right?
Yes, and more cops are arriving. You do see more cops going down the street towards the front of the Hotel Chelsea. No doubt they'll be making their way up soon. Dr. Bane.
There.
One thing that you notice as the rest of your colleagues search the room thoroughly through the papers and the effects of your now quite still warm but getting colder friend, you look over the features of your friend and you see something carved into his forehead. It's a strange pattern.
What is it?
Can I get a sticky note or something and write down the pattern?
You go ahead and go up to your dead now friend in his bed and start taking detailed notes of the pattern, whatever was carved into the forehead of your friend. It looks circular almost, like the mouth of a lamprey. Well, you can tell, well, you hope nothing bit into him. This is probably just the work of some madman with a knife.
I certainly hope so. Dr. Bane, Horst, Doctor Who, I don't have a good feeling about this. More importantly, I don't believe that Elias will be paying us for our services.
As I searched the apartment, did I find his wallet by any chance? We have a taxi bill that we...
Give me a spot hidden check.
Sure.
Is the taxi car just still outside?
It's keeping that meter running. It's going to be expensive. Better get this guy's money.
It is. Oh, God. I think we might have to go out the back door. Both because of the cops, but more importantly, the cabin driver.
Is there... I presume I searched his pockets and everything else, so there's nothing else other than the...
Damn cultists took his money. They got his wallet.
Son of a bitch.
That's why they got him in the first place. They wanted his money.
Well, we have one of the cultists with us. Does he have a wallet on him?
Go ahead and you check the cultist wallet. Okay, you check the cultist pants. You do find Jackson Elias's wallet inside the cultist member's pants.
Good, you son of a bitch. He was our friend. We get to rob him, not you.
There's a clean $20 bill in there too.
Oh, yes. Fucking Frank pockets the $20 bill and says, "Oh, they must have taken his money and put it in something else. It's empty."
Just as you guys finish up your search and you open the door to start leaving out the back room, you see 5 cops making their way down the hall, knocking on the various doors.
Oof. Can I, like, slip by to the lobby?
Dr. Bane, you exit the room, shutting it behind you, make your way down the hallway. Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Oh, I'm not very stealthy. Ooh.
That's not going to be good for you. Just like a pig to have eagle eyes.
Well, I tried.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Dang it.
May I have a word with you? There seems to be a disturbance outside in the street.
Okay.
Yes, we saw that. It's about time you arrived, officer.
And just who might you be? I have a suspicion that there might be a murder somewhere in this Hotel Chelsea. I won't rest till I get to the bottom of it.
My name is Francis. My name is Francis Bourgeois Jefferson III. And Frank pulls out his wallet where he has his old detective badge from back when he was a detective down in Louisiana.
God damn it, if I ain't talking to Frank Jefferson III. My God, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Legend on the force.
I see my reputation precedes me. Yes, sir, we heard the disturbance outside, but being law-abiding citizens, we simply locked our door and remained indoors where it would be safe.
All the same, I must by regulation check all the rooms. Standard procedure, you don't mind. Go ahead and do a persuade. Man, maybe I'll allow you a social roll to convince him.
Yeah, what is it? Smooth talking or fast talking?
I like a fast talk.
Is there a plant, is there one of those old, those plants? This is like a nice apartment area, right? Is there a base or something?
Sir, are you sure? I don't believe I recall that particular regulation.
I insist, boys. Go ahead and help the man. We gotta check every room, and they go ahead and make
wait. Can I do something before it becomes
Dr. Who and Dr. Bane, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try to persuade him to not go in there.
Actually, I'm gonna use the cube, and I'm gonna shoot the base out the window like someone's running away.
All right, go ahead and give me an intelligence roll. Dr. Bane, go ahead and give me a social roll of your choice.
Nope, no. I'm pushing that. All right.
You send another vase directly to the apartment outside and it goes right through the head of another woman, pasting her blood all over her children.
Oh my god.
Mom, what happened? Oh my god!
I'm pushing my persuasion.
Not happening either. Oh, nice.
Ma'am, I insist we must search every room. This is a murder outside.
It'd be cooler if you didn't.
At that point, like 4 or 5 cops muscle their way by you into the room, and they have discovered Elias's body. Hold on, don't let anyone
where did
leave.
that
Everyone
come
here
from?
is under arrest.
I want to.
I swear, officer, this isn't even our room.
Oh my god,
We were just
murderers!
standing in front of it.
At this point, there are 6 to 8 cops in the room with guns on you. Lieutenant Martin Poole, walking back and forth, looking at you, shaking his head. Frank, I expected better of you. You know you could have trusted me. What the hell happened to you?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out.
Level with me, Frank. What's going on?
All right, police officer that I don't actually know, but who knows me. We're not sure. I received a call from my friend, the poor man there on the floor, telling us that he had some urgent information he wanted to give us, and asking us to come over. And when we arrived here, we found these gentlemen over his body. One of them fell off in the street, and somehow his leg fell off as he jumped. I have no idea how that happened. It was not me. As for the other one, though, we were able to recover one of these gentlemen. We brought him up here. You are welcome to question him, obviously, since you're the cops and since you're about to arrest us. But this gentleman here was one of the men that we found over the body.
Lieutenant Martin Poole. Was that Doctor Who?
I said I hand him the machete that the guy uses. Like, I disarmed him. I didn't want him to kill us with it.
I just want to leave. Like, while he's talking, can I just slip away?
You try and nudge out, but one of the larger security, one of the larger police officers steps into your pants and shakes his head.
Wait,
Can
what?
I
He does what?
Lieutenant Martin Poole nods as you're talking. It seems like he's familiar, and he takes the knife, the giant panga, away from you as you hand it over. Yeah, I suppose I believe you. This isn't the first murder we've had in these peculiar circumstances, and I apologize. Yeah, we came in hot, but we have to make sure the area was secure. All the police officers at this point lower their guns and holster their weapons, uncocking the weapons.
That's
It's
awfully kind of
understandable.
you. Incredibly
completely
kind of you, based off of almost nothing. I do appreciate it, though.
I'm aware of your position, Frank, and now more than ever we gotta trust each other. This is the 9th murder the victim's been murdered in this way, in this method, in the last 2 years. Victims have had no apparent connections. They were poor, wealthy, middle class. Didn't matter where they came from, and all the victims, they had the same marks left on their foreheads.
Well, you have somebody to question now. I can wake him up right now if you would like.
Well, I wouldn't mind that at all. Please try and rouse him.
Sure. And I reach into my bag and I take out some liquor first for myself
Of
one.
course, obviously. Naturally.
Take a swig and I pull out a plier and I grab his hand and I pull off a nail.
Right in front of the police officer. Oh, Doctor Who. I actually am not very well affiliated with this man.
No, it's all right. I was a man in the military, and we had to get information sometime extracted. I trust the man's methods. However, the man
Well,
does
that
not
makes one of
regain
us.
consciousness, and he starts bleeding on the floor from the wound.
And I reach back into my pocket and I get some adrenaline. I was like, I really don't like giving this to people since I like to use it myself. But here you go. And I put it up just a tiny bit, like enough to like jolt him up, and I stick into his veins and give him a little bit of adrenaline to wake his ass up.
He continues to remain asleep. However, the wound in his head starts to bleed through the bandaging that you gave him previously.
Alright, do neither of the 2 doctors we have on hand have ammonium carbonate?
I do, I just don't want to give it. Ah, fine. It wastes my carbine. Okay. And I snap it and then see if this works. And I put it by his nose and see if it wakes his ass up.
He does, aroused, in a complete stupor, unable to make a single coherent sentence. He just continues to babble and mumble, look away at the floor, eyes unable to focus.
Perhaps something stronger. I'm a pharmacist. I will, give him something to take the edge off.
Well, I have everything you would ever need. I have some cocaine, I have some...
Some opium might be.
Opium, right here. These little pills right here. I cook it up on the spoon, take it out, and then stick it into his bloodstream.
As Doctor Who tends to his cultist trying to rouse him with the pharmacist's help, Little Horst, the investigator continues his explanation. I thought this was the last murder we'd seen in his spots, but it seems that the current method of prosecution was a dead end. The investigation, you see, came to a close when Captain Robson of the 14th precinct of Harlem arrested a local man, Hilton Adams. He was found at the scene of one of the murders, and now, when another murder's taken place, it doesn't seem that this was the correct man. It seems that Captain Robinson may have nabbed the wrong person.
There was 3 of them. There was one still on the loose. He's actually currently bleeding out of his stomach at the moment. So
you're saying this is an organization that we face in this string of murders? It's not even one man.
Well, there were certainly at least 3 of these gentlemen in Mr. Elias's apartment.
We didn't get much from the guy who got away, but we have a license plate.
Well, we have a license plate as well. Tell us what you have. Maybe our information lines up.
NY70.
Yes, we can confirm that was the car that we saw the suspect fleeing. Chased as well. I suppose that was your crew.
Yes.
Perhaps.
Interesting.
But for sure, he's going to need medical attention. The guy who got away. So if we can call all the hospitals, everybody that does any sort of underground medication,
we can try. It is New York City.
We'll put out an APB. We'll put out an APB and try and get all the medical staff alerted. But it'll be tough for me personally. I'm simply. Yeah, it's a problem because my rank of lieutenant only allows me a certain room to operate. Captain Robinson's closed the case and pulled rank on me.
Could we say it's something else? Say it's a copycat and the only way to find
I have some resources available for me. I'm letting you know I'll do what I can on my end.
That is fine. Mr. Elias was a dear personal friend of mine. I intend to find out exactly what happened to him. So any help that you have would be, certainly appreciated. But I don't intend to stop until I figure out what happened here.
Can I, take one of the cops to the side and ask about their forensics departments?
Yeah, you're able to get one of the uniformed officers to the side. What are you asking?
Do they have any of the bodies of the previous victims?
Well, sure, ma'am. We got some of the people down at the precinct, at the coroner's office. I'm sure they could help you out.
Yeah, I'd like to look them over.
Go ahead and make your way down to the precinct and schedule an appointment with one of the morticians. I'm sure they'll be able to facilitate you as you are cooperating with the investigation.
All right, thank you. And Bane's just gonna start walking out. He's gonna stop by the lobby and ask the receptionist to keep in touch, tell him who comes in and out and such.
A little slap on the ass.
Give me a charm roll.
God damn it.
Oh man, you're not as beautiful.
Oh, give me the rolls. I want the rolls. What?
Well, you are playing a Playboy. I mean,
The receptionist.
What, she's a Playboy bunny?
The receptionist blushes over, and his glasses steam up. He gets so blushy.
Cool.
Cool.
And you successfully exit Dr. Bane into the city. Not a problem. You are not obstructed by any of the police officer. You're not stopped, and you go ahead and successfully leave the Hotel Chelsea. What are the rest of you doing?
Can I listen to what gibberish he's saying? See if I can like understand any of it.
You are unsuccessful at rousing the cultist that you smashed against the wall. It might have been some brain damage. Who knows? CTE. He is hustled into the back of a paddy wagon and then whisked away before you're able to get any information out of him.
Alright. So I'm gonna go to the Mafia and go see if there's any doctors that would know anybody would know a way of if there's any doctors that would work under the table. There we go. Other than me.
Understood. Little Horse and Frank, you guys are the only one remaining in the interrogation. At this point, it's just some cops talking over a dead body.
Little Horse kind of looks at the body and then is like, well, I've seen it. And he looks confused and kind of wants to wander out of there. He just kind of wants to, quietly walk out.
I'll meet you back there at the office, Horst.
Yeah,
Officer, I'm not sure I caught your name.
Lieutenant Martin Poole, if you ever need a hand at the force, you can count on my aid.
Good to know, Mr. Poole. You wouldn't mind if I accompanied you. If your case is closed, what's the chances that I might be able to procure to see those files that you have?
Well, frankly, I'm a busy man. This case has been more of a side project. It's not an open, active investigation. All I can tell you is what I told you so far.
Now. Gotcha. All right.
I'll reiterate to you, watch out for Captain Robson. I have a feeling he's not on the up and up about this whole thing.
Fair enough. I appreciate that.
Very good, sir. I'll leave you to it. And he starts talking with some of the other police officers there.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, Frank's gonna head back to the office.
So I think Little Horse and Frank, you two would have been the individuals who had the most time in the room. I believe Dr. Bane would be as well. Did any of you try and volunteer the evidence that you found through the personal effects of Jax and Elias, or are you keeping that information to yourselves?
Finder.
Oh yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything to them. There's a reason why Frank left the force.
I'm just keeping the little knives for myself as souvenirs.
Understood.
So yes, no.
Dr. Bane?
This is not a two-way street.
You make your way down to the police precinct, and find that the bodies are there in the cooler, and after an examination you find they all died of exsanguination, excessive blood loss after having their entire body cut to ribbons and their intestine pulled out.
That's nice.
On each
I will
body.
gather up some of the forensics records and take some of the samples that they already have in the fridge.
All right, you're able to surreptitiously gather some samples, and you do notice as a final observation the same lamprey-like circle etching in each of the victims' foreheads. And with that, you make your way out of the precinct unobstructed. Gotta love government.
I'm sorry, I was muted. I was asking, can I take some swabs from the indents on the lamprey-looking things?
You're able to get your cotton swab out, and you dab it, and you dab it on the thing. Yep. Doesn't seem to be anything abnormal about the wounds. It just seems to be a flesh wound.
Tis but a flesh wound, as they say. But yeah, I'll take that and go home.
All right, you walk directly out of the precinct. No problem. Dr. Bane. Oh, excuse me, Doctor Who.
Yes.
You hit up your mob contacts. It doesn't seem that anyone came into the underground circuit looking for a doctor with that described wound. Claw marks across the belly.
I give my informant $50 and I'm like, thank you. If you do hear anything, let me know. Oh wait, you know what? I have to think so. Have you seen? And I draw on a piece of paper. There's like it's a bandana with the tongue on it. It looks like it's stapled. Have you seen anything like that recently?
Well, man, I keep my ears out, man, but I haven't heard nothing like that. That seems like some mighty weird stuff. Kinky, man. You steer away from that stuff. I hear Satan's involved.
Yeah. Be careful too. Have you guys watch out for those type of people. They seem to be killing random people at a time with very gruesome endings.
All right, man. Hey, you feeling all right?
After the snake thing, I'm a little on the edge. I do miss my friend.
You know, I heard you were globetrotting recently. Man, you gotta calm down. Stay at home for a while.
Yeah, I do want to stay home with my dog. But hey, we gotta save the world every now and then. Feel like heroes.
Hell, don't try and get too big of a head. That's self-aggrandizement. You be careful.
I'm sure I'll run out of luck someday. And I leave the room. Take care.
So long, my friend.
I'll just meet up with everybody. Oh, sorry. Go for it, sir.
Sounds good, man. We're going to have you guys reconvene back in the office of Mr. Francis Burgos Jefferson III, Private Eye. We're going to take a 5-minute break.
Sweet.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Beautiful.
Burgos is my new way of saying bourgeois.
Bourgeois, Burgos.
I can only with the bourgeoisie.
Francis Bourgeois Jefferson. You can call me Frank, but you do not get to call me Bougie.
Can I call you anything other than Frank?
You can call me Francis. You can call me Mr. Jefferson.
How about Sugar Baby? Sugar Bear. Sugar Bear.
You can call me Sugar Bear. Little weird. I'm not super comfortable with it, but
Francis is fine. Francis is fine. I love the Persona music, by the way.
New York is no joke. Falling into a volcano caldera, hot wind rips through your soul, causing tar and tears to obscure the old god of the volcano.
Oh, I remember this song.
Scratching the smoky ash from your eyes, Professor Amber beholds gargantuan tentacles lashing out at her as her mummified body twists and shrivels. Who is laughing? Who knows that voice?
Oh, she didn't die.
Reaching out with the serpent scepter, Tirnesh opens a portal in which the pseudopod of the god smashes and splits into miles of splintered flesh. You feel the air of viscosity change as you pass through the portal to the dreamlands, catching Tirnesh's eyes and seeing the mad joy of falling through the portal with you.
Oh god, we're stuck together, aren't we?
Rage, frustration pour through the portal, shrinking whole as a gout of fiery explosion sharply ceases as it closes. The dreamlands, huh? She mused.
You just won't die, will you?
Doctor Who, you wake up in a cold sweat, instinctively grasping for your flask. You all sit back under the turning ceiling fan in Frank's office. Why did she do that? Why did she jump?
Could have done more than this. I take the opioid and sniff it, and then, and I take another swig and try to think of anything else. Is there a book around there? Something else to do.
You pour yourself another drink, grab a book, and flip through it absentmindedly, not really reading the words, just your eyes going through the motions.
A few tears uncontrollably come out from my eyes. We didn't see eye to eye, but damn it.
Frank, your phone's ringing.
Frank goes and picks up the phone. Mr. Jefferson. You've reached Mr. Jefferson.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Good enough. Let's get to business. Jesus Christ. My name is Carlton Ramsey. I am also the estate of Grafton Elias.
Indeed. Mr. Was it Ramsey?
Carlton Ramsey, at your service, sir.
Yes, Mr. Ramsey. All right. How can we help you? Do you have any questions concerning Mr. Elias?
Well, the question with you, I have his funeral scheduled for tomorrow, and I would hope that you would be at the reading of his will, as you are specified Frank Jefferson, are you not?
I am. I am indeed.
Good. We'll expect you at the funeral and then at the following reading of the will.
That is fine, yes. We'll be there. And, Frank gets the rest of the information for the call. Location, etc., yada yada.
You get the time and the place? And the phone
Yes,
ring?
and then he relays this to his compatriots. Gentlemen, it appears that Mr. Elias has left me something in his will. I think it would behoove us to attend his funeral, find out what it is that he wanted us to have. Hopefully it's money for myself, but if not, certainly at least it could be something.
It's a will involved. It could be money.
Money would be nice, but if not, at least it might, propel the plot along.
Horst is good to go as long as he He asks briefly about whether the taxi fee would be included in this trip.
I did not establish that with Mr. Ramsey, but I'm sure we'll make him pay for the taxi fee. Yes.
That sounds good.
Wait, taxi? Do we not have a car anymore? Do I not have a car anymore?
Doctor Who, you have a car.
Offering to drive us all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Fine. No
You
taxi.
just have to hold my drink.
I might take the taxi.
I get in the car with that guy at the wheel.
Yes, I think I'm fine. I'll take the cab.
So, Frank diving into a cab, the rest of you in Doctor Who's car. You guys make your way on over to, after hacking up a lung.
Oh, God.
Off mic,
No.
you need a mute button, sir.
I'm
Get
glad
some
I
cat
took
button.
I'm very glad I took the taxi.
Get that lung leprosy from Doctor
Well,
Would you like some help?
Who. I think he just came.
oh God. There probably is a point where we're legally obligated to call someone, right?
Arriving at Doctor Who's
He's
funeral.
clearly still breathing. We're okay. Christ. Oh, doctor.
Your car arrives at the funeral, and you guys all get out, and you find yourselves standing in one of the New York drizzly rain.
Are you in need of medical assistance?
Jackson Elias' funeral takes place on Cypress Hill Cemetery in Brooklyn at 2 p.m. on January 17th. The ceremony is brief and non-denominational, taking place during a light snowstorm. Turnout is small, and the only mourners apart from the investigators being John Kensington, Carlton Ramsey, and his niece, Willa Sly. The priest encourages y'all to go ahead and share any special memories that you may have of Elias and his exploits. There are a few reporters in attendance, all of whom keep a respectful distance during the ceremony itself. They're hovering off in the wings. If any of you have a special story and don't want to just breathe into the mic, you may share
I don't know
now.
if it's possible. Look, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dark, I'm just gonna mute you until you can,
You might be dying.
I think he's actually dying.
You might be.
I'm dying. He's not pressing his mute button. That's common courtesy. I'm dying from his lack of manners.
Alright, we're gonna need like a verbal yes or no. Are you okay?
I think it's a no.
Is he unable to speak no?
I let him chill out for a second. But
We know we're here.
yeah, you guys just stand in the snow a little bit as you watch your friend lowered into the ground.
Apparently, yeah.
You think to yourself, he probably couldn't breathe either after the knife punctured his lungs, letting endless torrents of blood into his breathing sacs.
Oh, we're breathing.
What's that for?
No idea.
Dr. Vane, you do see a well-dressed woman hovering in the outskirts of the reporters. She is trying to make eye contact with you.
Oh. Gonna make eye contact with her.
After a while, she sheepishly walks up to you. Hello, did you know, Dr. Elias well?
Only by association.
More in a professional capacity, I understand. Well, I don't mean to intrude. I didn't want to be rude. I know this must be a terrible moment for you, watching a friend die.
Oh, he was really more of my friend.
Oh, then you must be terribly affected by his death.
I'm not particularly happy. Can I ask how you knew the deceased?
Well, it's going to sound crazy, but I think there might be something that your friend got mixed up in with some dangerous people. We've been working on it and trying to put the pieces together for some time now.
I think that the two of us should have a conversation.
Very good. My name's Rebecca Schosenberg, and I work over at the Times. Oh, sorry. No, wait. Yes, I do work at the New York Times. I invite you over to West 43rd Street if you ever want to come by the offices and discuss this more. I should let you know that we've been investigating the handling...
Fine, Doctor. Dark God, don't die.
Yeah,
Get better.
Poor guy.
Anyways, as you were saying, detective, or investigator, or reporter, whatever.
I'm a
you
reporter
are,
woman.
Yes, as you were saying, Mrs. Reporter Woman.
I work at the New York Times. It's a very prestigious establishment. Have you heard of it before? You ever read the newspaper, New York Times? You never seen one? Really?
I have, from time to time. As you were. Please continue.
I know that the words are very small. The small print can be hard to read sometimes, but you really must give it a try.
Ma'am, you are testing my patience.
I'm just having a little
Would
bit
you
of
be
fun.
so
I
kind as
apologize.
to continue?
We were putting together some of the pieces for these bloody cult ritual murders, and some of the parts to the puzzle weren't adding up. They weren't fitting together. One of the strangest pieces was the arrest of Hilton Adams. Just what seemed to be a random person, convicted and blamed for the murders. In any case, this is too much for this location. I apologize. I can't get into the details here. Please come by my office.
Do the rest of us overhear this, or is it just the two of them?
It's a pretty small group. You guys are all overhearing the conversation at this point. Another gentleman, one individual you guys know as Jonah Kennington. Kennington. There it is, no S. He walks up as well. I believe I might have some information about this. The circumstances surrounding our friend, Dr. Jackson Elias's untimely murder here. Come by my
I mean, are we
establishment.
still... So, yeah, are we still in this funeral? Perhaps,
Yeah.
Here is my business card. Perhaps this is not the correct venue. Many ears, small rooms, and the like. I think we should definitely find a time to sit down and have a conversation.
Quite agree. And you guys exchange information, and you guys are directed towards his newspaper. It seems like he is an editor of all of Jackson's books. He is the editor-in-chief of all of his publishings, and that's his relationship to Jackson Elias. But as you say, sir, these public forums aren't the best places. Please come by my office, Prospero House. Small publishing house, but we get by.
I will be sure to do that. It was a pleasure making your acquaintance. And then I think Frank's gonna go try to find Mr. Voice, and see if we can figure out what's going on with this will. Let's have some respect for the dead. No more talking about shop. I'm looking to get paid.
All right, you guys all follow. I'll follow Frank to the reading of the will, proceeding directly afterwards.
Sure.
If you guys want to come with, I promise. If I am to be blessed in this will, I promise not to forget the little people that helped me along the way.
You guys make your way away from the funeral and don't feel anything odd. No one follows you away. You do see the niece staying a little bit longer, but eventually everyone drifts away as you guys all pile into the car and make your way to the law offices of Carlton Ramsey. You guys make your way up to the second floor and find his office. Behind making his way into his office, past the secretary. He sits you guys all down and starts taking out the will and reading through it, elaborating on its different points.
Horse looks at Frank and asks, well, what did you get?
Oh, that is an excellent question.
Well, see here, I'll go through him. Jackson was a very accomplished man and is very modest in his expenses, and therefore it seemed like the majority of his assets are in ancient Aztec and Mayan gold for some reason. I couldn't imagine why, but see here, Elias has given me full power of authority and attorney to Ramsey. Be liquidating all of his assets, and it seems that he has instructed me to use these assets to create and manage a fund. See that this fund be sent to any of my friends who attend this reading and continue the investigation of the Carlisle expedition. Very strange. Very strange.
And you can tell this is a sealed will. This is the first time he's reading it and going through and enunciating the different details. They're surprising him as much as you all.
But yes.
What was that?
Nothing. My apologies. Please continue. So, the money is ours then?
Oh, no, it seems that I must manage this investigation of the Carlisle expedition. Very troubling.
I am not looking forward to this partnership. But I am looking forward to the payday. Yes, I remember hearing about the Carlisle expedition. It went missing or something. I think I remember reading it in the paper.
Yes, I read the same thing. I was under the impression that everyone, the principals of the Carlisle expedition were all brutally murdered.
Yes, those dirty savages. They tore them apart.
Limb from limb, nothing left but a bloody pile in the desert.
Yes, alright. Well, we're going to need some of that money to pay for the taxi that I took over here.
Quite.
And at this point, you see him take out a pile of gold coins. They're somewhat rectangular in shape. He lies out 5 of these massive bricks of gold into 3 different piles, each 5 high, and then hands it to each of you in attendance.
Woo! Frank gives it a little bite, like, yoo-hoo! Well.
It's hard to say what these giant gold coins would be worth, but he quickly points out.
These should probably worth about, give or take, $2,000 each.
$2,000 for each gold coin, or $2,000 for this entire stack of coins?
Seemed like each one of these coins, the entire stack, should be worth about 2,000, 10,000, and then 2,000 for each of you.
So each of you got About $2,000 worth of gold coin.
This is nothing compared to my ordinary funds. I feel cheated.
Well, that's fine. I mean, oh,
Oh, you're alive!
he is.
I drank the
Wrong
bit
pipe?
of. Yeah, but it stood on the wrong pipe. It was like teeter-totting from my lungs and my throat at the same time, and it wouldn't go away. And that's
Oh, I thought
caused.
it was something serious. I didn't think you just drank wrong. Okay.
I know it was definitely serious.
Did a poor job of taking a sip of your drink.
No,
Yeah,
I threw
You
up
had me
everywhere.
worried. I thought it was some life-threatening disease, but no. You just don't know how to drink.
That's a fair thing.
Which
to
is
say. I was
ironic because Doctor Who very much
Drink.
knows how to drink, and yet apparently Dark God cannot take a sip.
Got him.
A single sip nearly killed him.
It did, I don't
Well,
know,
you
man.
made it back just in time to get a whole bunch of money.
That's nice, but we have a whole bunch of money. Well, I have a whole bunch of money.
Add $2,000 worth of gold to your inventory.
Exciting.
But yeah, the will is read to you guys. You guys are allotted your different amounts of gold coinage and may find yourself back on the street in New York.
Oh. Well, I don't know about the rest of you. I
Possessions.
found myself in a strange position here because while I did respect Mr. Elias while we were friends, I would like all of that gold, and I would like to not have to be involved in whatever involve these cultist stabbings. So the way I see it is, we certainly could help Mr. Carlisle and Mr. Elias in this wild goose chase that could involve all of us dying. Or we could just find out where they're keeping that gold.
Or we could just kill them. I thought the gold
Well,
was in front of us.
We have some of the gold.
Some of it. How about we hire a prostitute to swindle him for us, and then we don't have to do it.
And
And then we'll just have to kill the prostitute, of course. You know you can't trust those ladies.
Yes, I thought I was crooked, but having heard you say all of the words that you just said, I think I have changed my mind. Let's help Elias.
Just do a 180. You know, that's helpful. He was a great guy.
I'm having trouble continuing up with my dastardly plot now that I've heard your version of the dastardly plot.
Hey man, I was just trying to help you. Help?
Yeah, it's too dastardly for me.
you helped turn him on the right path.
Oh, no
It would
problem.
help me, in a sense. Regardless, I have no idea where to start with this Carlisle expedition. I guess we should go speak to the reporter. Do we want to split our efforts?
I'm going to start analyzing the stuff I swabbed off of the lamprey looking marks on the bodies, as well as reading through some more of the reports I got. You guys do what you want.
Understood. Dr. Bain, go ahead and give me a medicine roll. Actually, give me a chemistry roll, expecting the different samples that you took from the corpses.
Chemistry. Ah, yes.
And then I will need...
I went to school for nothing.
all these student loans.
They're piling up. Yeah, can I just push my chemistry? I'm not.
Absolutely. Go ahead and push the chemistry roll.
Never mind. It can get a lot worse. Alrighty.
Oh wait, she can like stab herself with
You
broken glass or
destroy
something?
2 of the specimens that you took out of the laboratory and accidentally drop them careless.
Well,
You notice
Really?
nothing out of the ordinary under your examination. It just seems to be like normal enzymes are released when a cut occurs on the human skin.
Can I just use biology?
Absolutely. You continue to make observations of these different samples.
I kind of wanted to break them. Oh, there's no way of breaking that.
I'm more bi.
Well, just a chemistress.
Everything seems normal. It just seems to be like normal tissue samples. Seems like it's healthy, decaying at a certain rate.
Should look at the tongue that was stapled on his stash.
Can I check the reports and see if there was anything found, like the regular organs when they took apart the stomach, things like that?
You pore over the police reports and the different reference material that you have about the murders. Nothing out of the ordinary, other than the normal gruesomeness of the murders. It doesn't seem that they are supernatural in any way, and everything that you do discover seems to be like a normal bleeding to death murder. There's nothing that is unexplained.
Bane's just gonna throw the papers off his desk in frustration.
How do I reach these keys?
I don't know. Are there any other leads at this point? We only have the bodies, a license plate, some cult members. We're grabbing at straws here.
Yeah, I think Frank wants to go speak to the reporter.
Yeah, Horst would like to go with him.
Mr. Horst, let us go.
Right, you guys pile up into the car, make your way over to Prospero House, or the New York Times. You have a editor-in-chief that publishes Jackson Elias's works, and you also have Rebecca Schosenberg, the reporter at the New York Times.
Is she Jewish?
Juden!
Whoops, sorry.
Could I, I think I'm gonna start read up into the cult after being almost killed by multiple occults as is.
All right, Dr. Who. You go ahead and sit down and take a study of the occult. Is there anything from your travels that you'd like to take a peek at?
The dream realm. These nightmares can't mean nothing. They have to mean something. I've been in this world too long to not know when something's up. Maybe I can save her.
All right. I'll say that you go through your belongings, pecking and seeing what you have in there. You find the Gospel of Yig from Bingham, Oklahoma, and you start to read. You find that most of the text is... it doesn't make any sense at first.
Read a little bit more and it still doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna, when I have the time, I'm gonna go to the library and buy a book on different languages. Deciphering different languages and so forth.
You go ahead and buy a few 4 books about cryptography. And going back, you pin down what it must be, how it's deciphered, and it seems to be some kind of multiplication table. The words are taken, mathematically encrypted, and you see that some of the older books on cryptography are more useful, and you're able to come up with a cipher. And using that cipher, you're able to decode the Gospel of Yig, and you start reading it. A lot of it, you don't know why the preacher would see the need, maybe the compulsion, to encrypt this work. You see that this is a journal of the good preacher. And you continue to read it. Go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
Okay. Roll one. 7.
Go ahead and add 7 to your Cthulhu Mythos skill and subtract 7 from your sanity.
Okay. Sanity.
Little Horse and Frank, you guys arrive at the New York Times.
Okay, yeah, you said there was a producer, and then there's also the reporter, right?
Let us find the reporter first.
Yes, that's
She looked very eager.
I was going to say hot, but yes.
I'm an older gentleman.
Making your guys.
I am not that old.
Making your way to the New York Times and finding the Sixer reporter Rebecca. Show some bear.
Show some bear. What?
Show some bear.
You guys find her sitting at a desk at a sea of cubicles. It is a blur of activity. Everything's going which way. Stop the presses and all that.
I like the line. Rebecca, stop the presses.
Stop the presses! Oh God, okay, we'll stop the presses. Everyone shut the presses down!
Wait, you can't do that. That's expensive. Just start it up again.
All right, we stop the presses. What's the deal? What's the news?
Oh, Lord. I meant it as an expression. I apologize.
Stop the presses! Everything starts back up again.
Whew. Sorry about that. We were hoping that we might speak about what we were discussing at at Elias's wake.
Yes, I think it's important that we do. I think an innocent man has been convicted of a crime he's not guilty of, and it's up to us to get to the bottom of it and expose this injustice.
Sure. Why not? Oh.
I just thought of a great idea. Can I pull everybody to the side for a second and talk to my cohorts for a second? What
You're
if
insane,
we?
and I don't think you're anywhere near this right now.
Huh?
Did you just lose your mind?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I have 19 how? 18 sanity left. It's okay.
It's impressive. But I don't think you're actually living that.
I'm saying, what if we? I'm betting this cult or this group wants to hidden from the public. We have the presses. I have money. I'm willing to pay to make it so that. How would we print out a story and a description of some people and the way how they wear the stuff, and make them public enemy number one.
It's too nebulous, Doctor. We gotta go with a story that has proof and evidence. Otherwise, we're just the ravings of a local madman. Look, I'm ready and eager to break this story just as much as you are. But we need to nail down these cultists and figure out just where they live.
We need to know quite a few more things about them. Who are these folks? If you'd be so kind, we're playing catch up here. Who are these cultists? Exactly who is it that's in jail right now?
So you're like Muffle again.
The man in jail, his name is Hilton Adams. He's a local Harlem man who was arrested and blamed for the murders. I do not think he is the murder perpetrator, however. The murders have continued, and now with this latest one, that makes 10.
Considering this latest murder happened, wouldn't that be a point in his favor for release?
I would say it exonerates the man without question. However, the legal system doesn't care about guilt as long as they have someone to punish and blame.
What does she know about? Does she know? Did we already ask her how she knew Elias?
Elias is a pretty famous gentleman, and especially in the area of occult, he's the go-to golden standard. He set the bar.
And that doesn't really answer how you know him.
Doesn't. What is your involvement?
I'll have you know I'm a correct reporter. There's nothing that gets out of me, there's no stone that I don't leave unturned. If there's an expert in the field, I'll seek them out for their research information, and Jackson is widely regarded as the foremost expert in the field.
Is there any new group? Oh, sorry.
How does this have much to do with the occult? Other than the word occultist.
It's not every day that the cultists operate in New York, especially so flagrantly. 9 murders, and now with the 10th of one of the investigators of said cult. My God, I don't know if anything happens, unfortunately, because of the nature of how these things operate and preying upon the disenfranchised and the vulnerable. Who knows how high their body count could really, truly be.
Is there anybody has gone missing within the last 3 years? Like, unusually disappeared without a trace?
I mean,
this is New York.
That's very true.
It's a constant stream of delinquents and degenerates that get lost, never to be seen
Elias,
again.
Obviously, Elias gave us a call and asked us to come see him. Elias seemed to think there was something he knew that he needed to tell us. Unfortunately, by the time we got to him, the cultists had beaten us there. Do you have any idea what he could have discovered that warranted his calling of me and my compatriots here?
Well, what I suspect is that whatever book he was working on currently and the research he was conducting here in New York turned out to be more dangerous than he first initially thought.
Apparently. Nevertheless, is there any chance that he found something just before?
Mr. Elias, Dr. Elias, was very secretive about his work, as it was quite dangerous. He didn't want, I will say, his enemies now catching up with him. It seems that his precautions weren't good enough.
Very secretive, except when he's speaking to a reporter.
Can we check his office? Maybe he had left a journal or something.
Yeah, did he have an office other than his house?
Right here, maybe.
Frank, you would know from your brief conversation on the phone with him that he is a globe-trotting adventurer and that he was only here in New York momentarily for this research on the specific cult that he was trying to track down here. While he doesn't have any permanent offices and pretty much living out of his suitcase, traveling around for his different works, a man of his passions, you would probably deduce that most of the belongings, the research material, you have in your possession, that wasn't stolen away by the escaped cult member.
Gotcha. Rebecca, are there any leads on where these folks might be hiding?
They seem to be quite elusive and dangerous. However, I suggest you speak with Hilton Adams' wife, Millie Adams. She seemed to be a point of contact for the group investigating the cult, and they might have been getting too close. I'm not exactly sure what the connection between him, Jackson Elias, and the Carlisle expedition is, but I have a feeling that these loose threads need to be tied together if we are to understand the entire picture being painted.
What exactly is the Carlisle expedition? Did she answer that?
She grins. Well, it's been in the papers for quite a few years now. It seems that Roger Carlyle, the playboy millionaire, set out on an expedition to Egypt. That's the basic facts. The details are a bit scandalous of the situation. I trust you to make your own observations there.
From what I remember from the papers, there was an expedition to Egypt, and they, while out in the bush, were torn apart by some natives. All of their bodies were recovered, but they were gruesomely murdered out there.
Yes, that is the surface story, but there might be more to it. His sister, Erica Carlyle, was there and was the one who executed the justice on the people they found to have perpetrated the murder. However, it was suspicious circumstances, as the people that were blamed for it just seemed to be... Well, it is controversial.
Well,
In any case, if you want to discuss this further with Erica Carlyle, I think she'll be able to give you more information.
Can you introduce us?
Absolutely, I'll write you a letter of recommendation. Myself, while I don't know her personally, I believe that my good standing as a reporter might serve as an in for you. She takes a few moments, taking out a piece of paper, a very nice quality piece of paper, writes out a letter of introduction to you, and puts it, sealed envelope, hands it to you all.
Great.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and if you're looking for any more information on specifically what Jackson Elias was looking into that would prove to be so dangerous to him, I suggest you talk with his editor. Jonah Kenston is a good man, and I know that he'll be eager to work with you and figure out who has done this to his dear friend.
Most definitely. Where is this man?
Well, you'll definitely be able to find him down at his publishing house, the Prospero House.
Indeed. Thank you. All right, I think we have everything we need. Horse, what do you think? Should we head on to
we should
Prospero
head
House?
out. Let's go meet Mrs. Carlyle.
Yes. Frank leans over to Rebecca and says, "Ma'am, if there's anything that I could do to help you, please do not hesitate to reach me at my personal number."
Charm roll.
Oh my. Damn.
Funny.
He must. Nice!
Somehow the woman's hair just frizzles up a little bit. It's like suddenly the room gets more humid. Well, I'd never say. My goodness, detective, I wasn't expecting that. I suppose I should drop by sometime. I'll let you know when I can come.
Of course. I'm here to help.
And I'll let you know if I get any information on the case, absolutely. And you'll be the first to know. And if there's anything else I could do for you, I'm a very good cook. I can bake.
He likes to be called Sheer Bear, by the way.
That is not true, disembodied voice. Thank you. I think give me a call later on this week. We can arrange something.
You guys make your way out of the New York Times with a very blushing and red-faced Rebecca. Piling into the car, you guys arrive and consulting some maps. Make your way out to Erica Carlyle's estate, a very luxurious manor. You guys find yourselves parked out front of this one of those fancy iron rock gates where it has like these giant spiky bars, and you see the Carlyle name in gold lettering emblazoned on the front of the gate.
Shall we? Is there?
Yeah, I guess let's go inside.
I mean,
The
is
gate
there,
does not
like, an
open.
Intercom or something?
You guys do see there are a couple groundsmen wandering the facilities doing gardening.
We wave one of them over.
One of them trots over, waddling up.
Yes, can I help you?
We're here to see Mrs. Erica Carlyle.
Well, do you have an appointment?
Let's just say we're a friend of Mrs. Carlyle, and she needs to speak to us.
Oh, Interesting. And who may I say is calling?
I'm Lloyd Sauer, and this is my...
Mr. Francis Bourgeois, Jefferson III. Let her know the friends of Elias's are here.
All right, we'll let her know. We'll wait here 1 moment, please.
I'm going to need a group charm roll and... Wait, no. I'm going to need a group credit roll. Credit rating roll.
Well, don't have a lot of credit. I've only recently come into this money. Times have been tight.
Is that everyone? Yeah, I guess that is everyone.
Peasants.
I think we're missing one person, actually. Who are we
Yeah,
missing?
Doctor Who.
Credit rating.
stop joking
Doctor
with
Who's
that.
got to have a credit rating. That's pretty high at this point, huh? Come on, Doctor Who. We need that credit score rating.
Oh, the credit score rating. Sorry. Yes,
We'll never
sir.
know.
Yes, yes.
It's not looking good
Alright.
for the group.
Credit score. Credit score.
It's credit
Wait,
rating.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh shit, I had myself muted for this whole time. I was talking to you guys and I thought you guys could hear me.
We can hear you.
Oh.
We can hear you. You've been talking to us. You just haven't been responding to us when we talk to you.
Oh, that's
It's
even
been
worse.
a one-way
Yeah,
street.
we're
for a
responding to
while.
us.
Oh, alright. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, give me a second. Credit score would be over here. Credit. Rating, go. Activate. Hard success.
That pushes you over. You guys needed that. So an eyebrow was raised from the groundskeeper as he looks you guys over. You look a little shabby to be requesting an audience with the lady Erica Carlisle. However,
Fucking doctor.
the good man, the good doctor, straightens up and he burps to the side and it doesn't get noticed. And after a moment, you guys are led into the gates as they screech open and you guys are led into the stately manor.
This is why it's good to have entourage. Make yourself look good.
Waiting for a moment in the large marble foyer at the base of the grand staircase, you guys, after a moment, are taken into the library reading room by a fancy butler man. After a few moments,
Horse looks at the books on the... There are books on the shelves? Is this like a library, or is it...
this is an impressive library. You guys would say this is at the top end of a wealthy individual's library. You see volumes and volumes of obscure and standard literature on the walls.
Okay. We want to... While we're talking, I'm going to be looking at the titles.
Spot hidden check.
Sweet.
Just a success, huh?
I mean, I got a 25.
You notice a fat collection of Poe's poems in the bookcase, sticking out slightly.
What a fat collection of Poe's poems sticking out of the bookcase there, ever so slightly. Not that I noticed that. I don't read a lot of books. I'm just
Should read
saying
this
things.
one.
Little Horse, you notice that the Poe's poem book looks a little too fat.
So I pull it out and have a look at it.
Behind Poe's tome is a small panel that can be pulled open.
I'm going to put the book back and wait for a moment so that we don't get walked in. So she doesn't walk in on us.
2 seconds after you put the book back and your arm lowers and you continue to peruse, a man walks in and introduces himself. Howdy, y'all. My name's Bradley Gray. I'm the lawyer and manager of the Erica Carlisle estate. How may I help you all?
We came to speak to Ms. Carlisle. We
Oh.
are looking into the death of her brother. We suspect that perhaps there was some foul play beyond what was reported in the papers. A good friend of ours turned us onto the case. We just wanted to have a few words with the missus.
Oh, goodness, this does seem like a matter that the mistress should attend personally. One moment, please, I'll fetch her.
Okay, Horst is going to go back to the book and pull the lever.
You open the panel and you see a small button behind the doorway.
I'm gonna.
Horst, I think you need to push that button.
You need to push the button. He pushes the button.
You push the button, and the entire stairway, the entire bookcase, leans to the side and opens and unlocks a little bit.
Wait, did you do this in front of somebody?
No, we waited for him to leave.
Yeah, they're
okay.
gone. Horst, do what you need to do. I'll slow them down.
So I go ahead and you said it's cracked open now?
It's cracked open, the bookshelf. You pull on it a little bit, and you reveal a small area behind the bookshelf, which has a safe.
Frank is going to go outside of the room and wait for the people to come. Try to have a conversation with them in the hallway and slow them down. Give Horst a little more time with whatever's going on in there.
I mean, I take a look at the safe and actually try the handle just in case it's not actually locked.
It is locked.
What a concept that is.
Locked safe?
Let me get my...
Locked safe? What?
Never know.
I'm gonna pull out my my doctor the thing that you put in your ears and you listen to heartbeat. I'm gonna hand it to him and it's like, try again. And
Scope?
yeah, what?
He's the doctor. He knows the correct terms. It's the ear thingy listener device.
Yes, damn it. I invented this! No, well, I didn't. But
You take the stethoscope and hold it up to the safe. You hear it ticking as you move the knob. You start to hear echoey footsteps of two people approaching the library.
Again, I'm slowing them down though. I'm outside, and so
Yeah, we're not
as I
gonna
see
open
them,
the safe,
as
so-
I see them come up to the door, I say, "Oh,
Can
my friend had to use the restroom. While we wait for him to return, Miss Carlisle, I presume."
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Please, let's continue into the library and have our discussion there.
My
Frank?
friend, he just wandered down the hallway to use the restroom. You don't mind if we wait for him to return?
Horst closes the wall.
Actually, what I was gonna do is close the wall behind you so you can continue doing the thing. And then
No,
I can come
I
get
think
you.
it's big enough for a safe. I don't think it's big enough for like a dude.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
okay.
Horse just lives in the wall now.
With a hand motion, Erica Carlisle sends one of the butlers looking for this rumored individual that went for the bathroom, and then she walks into the room just as the bookshelf swings shut, and you guys stand there hoping she didn't see you.
Oh! He must have slipped past. There you are, boss.
She seems pretty self-absorbed and aloof, and continues directly to one of the chair sofas and sits down. I understand that you're here to discuss my brother.
Indeed.
Well, I'm going to have to be reserved in some of the aspects of our relationship. There was a little bit of tension while he was running things around here.
That's fine. What was Elias's last name again?
Jackson Elias. Elias was his last name. Dr. Elias.
Dr. Elias. Miss Carlisle, we are good friends of a Dr. Elias. He seemed to be very interested in the circumstances of your brother's death, and he asked us before his own untimely demise to look into it.
Well, I understand that there were many reporters and authors that were infatuated with my brother and his antics. He was the talk of the town, and a lot of people made money on writing up and making his lewd acts more known.
Well, I can't speak to that man, but I know that Mr. Elias, my friend, was much more interested in the occult than he was in any slanderous, salacious activities of your brother.
I understand, and it seems that my brother was getting into some of these dark magic and these ritualistic aspects of society. I believe his expedition to Egypt was on a discovery fact-finding mission for some of these proclivities. However, my problem arose when he decided to waste the entire family's resources in pursuing these fanciful flights.
How much did he spend on this?
Frankly, he was running our entire estate into the ground, and it was only because I was able to take over and manage this ship that we've been successfully able to right ourselves as an institution.
Wow, very intelligent. And intuitive.
Hardly. Our family's resources are almost limitless. It'd be foolish to be able to allow it to lapse into anything else.
Indeed. You wouldn't have any of your brother's papers, any documents, maybe friends of his that might know more about this occult nonsense?
It was a few years that he set out these ramblings of a madman. It was when he first met that woman.
That woman?
Yes, it seems that he was able to let himself be manipulated by Mweru. She was able to poison his mind.
Which woman?
Immoemua. Did I pronounce that right?
Frankly, I never bothered to learn her name as she was... I thought, frankly, that he wouldn't take much of an interest in her, that she was just a passing thing. However, she proved to be more formidable for my brother.
Where did she come from?
Honestly, I don't know much about the woman. I can tell you more about the other principal members of the expedition that continued and went with my brother Roger on his way to Egypt.
That would be useful.
Did he bring anything back?
Unfortunately, my brother never did return from the continent. I went after him, looking for clues of what might happen to him after his disappearance, and we discovered that some of the locals there dispatched of my brothers. We were quick to bring them justice as well, and we hanged them.
That was very kind of you.
We made the countryside safer for other adventuring Englishmen and Americans to go on expedition.
Yes, here. Sorry, wrong accent. Here.
In any
sure.
case,
American, practically the same accent. That's fine. Where did he meet this woman? And was she on the expedition with him?
she was, along with Dr. Robert Huston.
Did you take any group pictures before the expedition? Do you have any way of identifying who the two?
Yes, I actually have something here. This is Hypatia Master's work. She served as the photographer, the principal photographer for the expedition. There were 4 people in total, in addition to my brother and Emwero, for a total of 6. There was Hypatia Masters, who I met occasionally and I was unimpressed by. I know that her and Roger dated for a while, a few times, inconclusively. She was a good photographer, however, and that's perhaps the reason she went along with the expedition. Sir Aubrey Penhew. I don't know anything about the man. He was a British guy who seemed to need a lot of money. Everyone around Roger certainly did. Dr. Robert Huston was a handsome man and found to be extremely sensitive and perceptive. It was probably for this reason that my brother chose him to accompany him to the expedition. And finally, Jack Brass Brady, my brother's bodyguard, fanatically loyal to Roger.
Now, none of these individuals made it back.
Unfortunately, none of them were ever seen again after they departed for Africa on their expedition.
Excuse me, does that mean that you did not find their bodies?
What we found was something unrecognizable. We knew that by finding certain aspects of their belongings, we undoubtedly knew that they were what was left.
Telltale games. The little icon would show up on the top saying, Frank noticed that. I understand, Miss Carlyle, and I apologize for putting you through these memories. We just have a few more questions.
Please, if it's any help in discovering what happened exactly to the Carlisle expedition, I'd appreciate it. However, I don't want the name of my family to be dragged through the mud, and I'd appreciate it if you kept the standard story unaltered. However, if you do discover anything, I would appreciate you bringing the information directly to me.
So Horse tries to take Frank aside and kind of nudge him, like maybe she can help fund such a venture.
Miss Carlyle, I completely agree with you. That said, for us to conduct this investigation, perhaps some funding might be in order.
Of course, it always seems that it is in order. And she puts an arm up like one of those hand signs, and at that point, Bradley takes out a checkbook, starts cutting checks.
I'm good. I have enough business.
Should we pay you all individually? You are a single entity investigating this matter? Separate
Yes,
checks it
that
is,
would
then.
probably be best. Yes.
When she's about to hand us the check, hand me the check, my check. I'm gonna raise my hand and say, "No, tonight instead stay here for a few days and look through the library."
Give me a social roll, persuasion.
You complete stranger, do you mind if I come and live in your house for the next few days?
I am freaking rich, though. Persuasion. Where is persuasion at? Where is persuasion?
It's at the very top.
Can we go with something else that's not persuasion?
I'll accept any charm roll or any social roll, so that would be charm, persuade, intimidate, fast talk.
Oh man. Charm. This was my highest one.
With that, can I attempt to do something similar then?
Yes, you may. How so?
Like, can I persuade her to sleep with me?
Wow.
Charm roll.
Charm?
That is a charm roll.
Oh, this might be difficult then.
Nope.
Never mind.
Nice.
Hey, you should help me out.
Miss Carlyle, would you be so kind as to fuck my associate?
I mean, I'm hot.
Clearly intrigued by your animalistic presence, she looks you over and she is blushing. My goodness, Dr. Payne, I do think it is important that you come to our next social. I would be so popular if I could have you attend.
Nope. There's nothing. I am not a charming man.
Obviously.
Goodness, I am just so heated up, I must find myself retiring. If you need anything else on your way out, please see to it that Bradley Gray will not be denied, that your every pleasure shall be attended to. Please excuse me, I'm doing loops here, I'm just besides myself. And she shoots you another glance, Doctor.
Away Actually, he's gonna grab her by the arm, kind of like spin her towards himself,
Goodness,
like-
Doctor, behave yourself.
dip her, and then he's gonna like take out his business card, but it's like modified to be like what he gives people to have like his personal number. He's just gonna slide that into her pocket.
Yeah. Pocket? You mean her bra?
Can I slide that into her breasts?
Mr. Bray, the lawyer, Mr. Gray, stands up out of his chair as you grab her, but then you dip her and then hand her the business card, and you can tell that Erica's like waving him off, enjoying the moment thoroughly, and is eventually pulled away by a series of maids and butlers, but she tamps them all down. Everyone, it's fine. Thank you. Yes, but Dr. Bain, I appreciate your information, and I hope to see you again post haste. Excuse me.
He's
She
gonna
makes
blow her a
herself out of the
kiss
way.
and give him the wink.
Thoroughly embarrassed, Erica Carlisle leaves in a ball of emotions, making her way outside.
Bane's just gonna make a little smack with his teeth, and he's gonna be like, "Still got it."
Miss Carlisle, Mr. Gray, the lawyer, chases after her along with the different people, leaving you guys alone in the library for a moment.
Go quick! Activate
Actually,
hidden
how big
wall.
is this library?
It's a well-endowed library. It's very large. It has a nice fireplace.
Are there any like gothic literature books? Like, can I look for some Edgar Allan Poe? Pull myself some of The Raven.
You find the same Edgar Allan Poe poem book that has a protrusion as if it's not shutting correctly. You can tell from where it's been placed on the bookshelf. You can see that there's something inside of the book.
Oh, well, is it a poem? Like, can I take it out?
It's a knife.
Take down the literature, open up the book, and you see that there is a bookmark, a folded piece of paper inside of the book.
I'm gonna look it over.
It's a series of numbers, 3 two-digit numbers.
Interesting.
Is there anything? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna write down the 3-digit numbers on a separate sheet of paper and put it back.
Would be the. Never mind.
Is there any books that have like there's something that's close to a tongue into it, like
the
the
3-digit numbers at 420.
Oh wait, can I use the 3-digit number to find maybe the book? Maybe take a reference.
Or to open a safe?
I haven't even told you guys
yeah,
about the
that-
3-digit numbers. Why are we just assuming I would have said anything?
I was about to ask.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Stealing fight the thunder. Sorry.
You guys all see her take down the book and take the note out of the piece of paper inside the book.
I guess that's
The horse asks what was on the note. Especially since she then wrote something down.
Yes. Or he, whatever your agenda is.
Sorry.
I'm a dude.
Yeah, forgot.
It's hard. He has such a manly voice.
Dr. Bang, are you going to answer a little horse's question?
I'll tell him.
All right. She holds up the note with a series of numbers on it.
Well, this seems like a safe code. Shall we? We're by ourselves, right? We're not.
You guys, seeing that you guys are alone and you do have a window, go back to the bookshelf, open it back up.
Yes, let's see if we can find what's inside there.
Opening the panel, you press the button, which leverages the bookshelf to the side, and you guys find yourself back at the safe. Quickly putting in the combination. The safe opens.
What's inside the safe?
You find a couple books in there, 4 total. You find the following manuscripts: the Panoptic Manuscript, Selections de la Verde del Von,
Sexy.
Amongst the stones and life as a god.
I call
Oh, I'll
it
take the
life as a god.
the stone. I call the stones.
I call life as a
I'll
god.
take the Spanish sounding one.
Of course.
All right, you guys sequester away the different tomes hidden away in the safe, closing the safe and then closing the bookshelf back up. You guys place the combination back in the book and then the bookshelf, the book back on the bookshelf. Looks like no one was ever there.
That should be.
I'm gonna walk to the brandy table, pour me a glass, offer if anybody wanted some.
Can I
And
see if
then
that's
take-
cheap or expensive brandy?
Yeah.
You
It's the
see
best
that
brandy.
these brandies, there's like 6 or 7 just brandies, and then some other fancy whiskeys are in these crystal stoppers. It seems very luxurious.
He's gonna like glance over some of the alcohols, like being real decisive. Hmm. Does she have any Henry the Fourth Duggington Heritage Cognac Grande, I guess? God, such a long name.
It takes you a moment, but you are able to find it.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly how that's pronounced.
God, it's so. I'm gonna take some of that, pour it into a glass just straight up, but like only a small amount. Swish it around in the glass, take a little sniff, and like leisurely sip.
You sip it, it tastes
Right.
like victory.
Delicious.
After a few moments of lounging and relaxing, you guys are met by another butler, different one, who leads you out to the grounds back to your car.
Thank you. I hand him a 50 and a
Ooh.
tip.
Thank you very much. That's very generous of you, sir. You all have a wonderful trip.
Don't do that. Don't give me hope.
You don't have any siblings, do you?
I am one of 9. I'm my first cousin of 6 Samuels.
Hold up.
It's like Pokemon again, where you meet Nurse Joy.
All the butlers in this world are Samuels.
Uh,
The rich, they've cloned the perfect butler.
No, I cloned the perfect butler. Don't give that.
It actually is canon.
Don't take
well,
away my
you
confidence
were
like that.
rich, though.
Why are
That's
you
a very
giving-
accurate sentence.
Sure. I think as we're driving, I think Frank looks at the Patriots. Like, I think it's time that we compare some notes. What do we know so far? Where do we go from here?
Who's driving? Is it me still?
Terrifying, but I believe yes.
Excellent. I start going a little bit faster, and I take my sip of drink.
We'll go around one at a time. Horse, what are your impressions? What have you learned?
What have I learned? I've learned that I didn't get a book.
What do you mean? There's $4.
There were
Are
four.
there 4 books?
You got the-
I'm sorry.
Grab.
I
You
get
can have
the
the
last.
other.
What is the
I'm
last?
not going to read either one of these.
Yeah, that's fair
Readable.
enough. I think the lady has offered to,
Have
Fun
sex with
house.
somebody? Oh, yes, that one.
so we should probably make plans to follow the first step on the thread.
I
What?
think the book you got was the.
We have done a good job of
Scripts.
finding 2 employers to pay us for the same job.
That's very important. And
Let's go to my abode. So I'm gonna ride them back to my place so I can play with my Cosmo.
I'd rather not. Can I like stop at a casino for a bit?
Sure. There's a back alley one I know good friends with.
I would rather not. I'll go to a proper casino.
There's no proper casinos.
And as you guys retreat back to your own
Cowboy
perspective. As you guys all head back to your perspective abodes to rest up at the end of the day, you consider the clues that you've gotten so far, and you think, fuck, this is some fucked up shit.
It's not that bad,
Please.
actually.
My friend, Dr. Elias dead.
Well, we got a couple numbers.
Now we just need to get on the ship and fly into space.
Jeez. Fucking fun.
It's just a
It's a good anime. It's a good anime. One of my favorites.
It's a good starter anime, honestly.
So we're gonna end it this week, guys.
A new book to read into. And go even more insane.
Did you say you had 17 sanity left?
You had zero,
I have
I thought.
18.
You also
18.
have 0 luck. All your luck's gone.
Yeah, let me show you.
Why you kept the same character?
Because I didn't know where to change these characters.
Well, my
That would
thing is
involve
that-
Doctor Who being here long enough to have any idea what we're talking about. The last campaign ended. Yeah, I mean, you could play as Doctor Who.
I don't know, I'll change characters.
It might be
I don't
next.
mind.
It's up to you.
We
Yeah,
already
I
have
don't-
Doctor.